Hey, hey, hey. Hello. Hello. Pam pam param pam 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 param pam. Hello. Hello everyone and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, where we build our game. Oh yes, we build our game. How are you today? On my side, all good. We will continue. We will continue with the mini games. We started a bit yesterday. We did some fixes which were good, and we started to check the old mini game functionality, and mainly the fact that the old mini game function is also used for puzzles, right? So there are some puzzles that are organized that way. And so I think I want to port it, also because we can use it for other things. Now, will it be easy to port? That I don't know yet. Hello, Arite. Improving again? Yeah, we are always improving. Improving. One bit at a time. One line of code at a time. Let me just check something. I see that someone 840 330. Okay. 840 330 is one account that registered and verified in the old game, so I'm going to put it in the new game as well. Okay, done. Done. So now I can reduce this query. Let me see, 330 we said, yeah, 330. 330 I can I can remove it now. Okay, nice. I still have a few that didn't register. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. AAU. A. Okay. A stands for. Okay. And we arrived to. So I can remove 330 from here. Because actually 330. Yeah, there are still like 4 or 5 accounts that didn't verify. But these are all the accounts that I migrated. Right. And yeah, there are still a few. There is 309, 326, 331, 3334 that are actually not exactly. Let me just see, because I see new accounts came in now. New accounts came in, 338. 338 I have for sure. Yeah, 338 I did it already. 339. 339 and 340. Okay, 339, 340. So a few more accounts coming in. I don't know if these accounts really want to play the old game on the new game. That I don't know, but I'm going to migrate them anyway. So I do it on the other screen because obviously there is emails and stuff, you know. So I need to do it in a kind of a secure way. So I'm doing it on the other screen. 339, 340. These are just internal numbers, so makes no. Okay, so 339. Let me see. This one, 339. We are going to migrate. Okay. Actually, this is a new account and actually logged in the old game. So I assume that maybe we want to play only with the old game, but I'm migrating the account anyway. So that, okay, I migrated 339 and 40. So basically up to 40 they are all migrated. Hello Hulam. Do you know how much is left to import from Legacy to be on the same level as Legacy? What do you mean? Everything is imported. You mean in terms of database or in terms of functionality? In terms of database, I would say it should all be in. So 100% should be in. In terms of functionality, we are missing only 3 things. The old minigame, even if we have a new minigame, there is the dice board, but the old minigame is missing. The ability to play instruments and the ability to draw maps. So these are the 3 things. And maybe if we can do one today. I don't know if we can, but okay. The idea. Did you have feedback from people who have never played PSNU? No. I don't know. There is some feedback on the Discord, but formal feedback, like, no. Formal feedback, no. So this is the code that is starting a minigame, right? And I have added to the map, to the dummy database map, a location where we can start the minigame. Now, this code basically never executed in Unreal, but in theory should be the same. So this should be executed properly. Let's say this part in theory should work. Check the range. Check the range, bro. If it's yeah, but item actor will be empty, eh? Yeah, okay. I think all of this is probably going to work as expected. The only problem will be I don't remember if the load I don't remember if the load is the one that is actually sending to the client. Okay. I think I need to relearn a bit how this code works, unfortunately. But it's the only solution. What about missing commands? Do you do appears at some state and you recognize? Yeah, missing command. There is this file. There is this file. Okay. There is this file. You can check the list here. If there is any command that you would like to be ported, let me know. At the moment, for my understanding, I ported everything that I needed. Okay, so I'm not planning to port anything else, but you can see here the column implemented, and in this column you see if it says yes, means that it's ported. Okay, if you say no, means that it's not ported. Is divided by client side only, server side, user manager, admin manager, and server console. Now, server console probably you should not look at it, but so for example, Kill NPC, no, Kill NPC works. I tested it multiple times. It may not be fully up to date, but for example, fog, rain is working. I think rain is working. I said no, but in reality it is working. I'm not changing this list in some time, so it may be outdated, but let's say all the yes is stuff that I tested. And these are all the commands, okay? So if there is something that, for example, storage, I think storage works actually. Like sit and stand, I think I fixed it. Now it is possible. Yeah, so this list may not be fully up to date, unfortunately. But yeah, but that's the file that I'm using. You don't see the spreadsheet? If you click on that link, wait a second. Let me share it with anyone with the link and GG. Done. Anyone with the link can just click again on that link and you will be able to see it. Yeah, I made it public. I made it public, so anyone can see this file now. Just click again on the link. I think that the link should be the same, right? Yeah, I see you. I see you coming. An anonymous dragon, an anonymous bat. That are looking at that. Yeah, there is no secret information in this file, so it can be public, no problem. It can be public. Okay, so let me know if, but I think that is not fully up to date, meaning that there are more commands that are ported, maybe are not listed there, but we can check. Like sit, I think sit and stand, I ported it some time ago, and storage and banking, I ported them as well. So, but okay, I think that what I want to do. Because I don't remember if for the dice board, what did I do for the dice board? I created a separate file or no, it's in the same file. Okay. Is in the same file. Ah, it's under add player. Ah, okay. It's under add player. It's under add player because you see that I have receive second player. Receive second player. Okay. But it should be also. Here it is. Initial send, initial MG setup. Exactly. Send initial minigame setup. Exactly. Okay, perfect. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so I think, okay, let me relaunch it this way. And we will see exactly, we will see what happens. But it seems to me that the foundation is already in place, okay? People will get upset without a load command for their outfit. I use my pet all the time. Okay. I mean, we can port them. So if there is a list of commands that you think you should be ported, you can tell me, I can port them. Like my pet should be relatively easy. I mean, it's just... the code should already be there. if you add E back to interface, can avoid re-adding a lot of commands. What do you mean? I mean, E is already there. What is E missing? E is already there. You have it under controls. You have E as the interact command. It's called interact. It's this one. Interact E. You can change it if you want. It's not working at all? What do you mean it's not working at all? I use it all the time. What do you mean it's not working at all? Since when is not working? No, mine, fish and harvest have never been there. So it's not working on mine, fish and harvest because it's never been added to mine, fish and harvest. No, E for mine, fish and harvest has never been there. Never. We can add it, but it's never been there. Okay, so if I do play game, what the hell? Why? The sources are different. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you mean the sources are different? Did we get... what? So E can be used on items, NPC, mounts, doors. Okay, so this is what it can be used on. So you can open a door, pick up an item, speak with an NPC, and mount on a mount. This is what you can do with E at the moment. You click on an anvil, click use, it says I cannot pick it up. I don't know what you're saying. You are mixing too many things. I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. It's about harvesting, it's about anvil, it's about E, it's about context menu. I don't understand. Please try to be more specific. If you mix so many concepts at the same time, it's impossible for me to follow. Okay, in Legacy, when we right-click something, it gives option available. What do you mean it's not the same in Unreal? I right-click in Unreal all the time. I right-click in Unreal all the time. What do you mean? I can right-click on my character, I see this. I right-click on an item on the ground, I see this. What do you mean? What do you mean you right-click is not giving you anything? What do you mean? I press E, I pick it up. What do you mean? For mining, fishing, and harvesting. You said on all. You said on all. Okay, so only for mining, fishing, and harvesting. Okay. Yeah, that part has not been done yet, as I said. Mining, fishing, and harvesting, right click has not been done. We can do it, but it's not been done. Okay, so this part is fine. Okay. Receive minigame board setup. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it works as expected. Okay, nice. It works as expected. Fine. So all this setup is a server side, all the minigame setup is fine. I think the problem is only that on the client, I never connected. Okay. So before you said you click on the anvil, I click on use, it says it cannot pick it up, right? So it is different from harvesting and fishing. If you click on use, it should say you don't know what to do with this object, right? If it says you cannot pick it up, it means there is a bug on the anvil. But please test it again, because I think if it was like this, I think we would have got, many. With anvil selected, pressing E or right click use gives a different function. That then is a bug. That then is a bug, because I can test that. That should be okay. If it's not, it's a bug. Because okay, let me try 1 second. So here you have use, look, and transform. If I do look, yeah, it's pointing at the anvil. What is this icon? This icon is a bit weird. Anyway, if I click on use, it's saying you are not sure what to do with this, right? Because I think I don't have in my hand the hammer or whatever, so I'm not seeing what you're saying, because you have the hammer. Okay, if I have a hammer in my right hand, it's telling me you are not sure what to do with this, right? Which is correct, because I don't have a book in my mind, I guess. Well, actually I have Book of Blades. Actually, I have Book of Blades, so I don't see what you see. Now, if I press E, yes, it's saying you are not sure what to do with this. Yes, that is because E is not. Really doesn't know what to do with that. Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. Yeah, so the E on the anvil, I think I can add it. At the moment, the E is not. Yeah, but /use should work as expected, no? Slash U seems to be doing nothing. Strange. Okay, slash use maybe is not connected. But anyway, you should use it this way. You should right click and click on this at the moment. But yes, we can add the E. Now for the E to work but I don't know. Yeah, use we can add. Use we can add. I mean, it's all doable. It's all doable, huh? I'm just a bit on another thread now, but we can port it, okay? We can port it. Maybe not now, but I think we can port it. It's not a problem. It's really not a problem. Receive MG initial board setup. Yeah, this one has never been. Yeah, I prefer E because new players. I mean, a player will never type a command, so everything should be E. Everything possible should be E. Now there may be items that have multiple usages, like you can have, you know, combine and use. So unfortunately, that needs to be a separate thing. But combine, you can still right click, look, and then click on combine, right? So I think commands can be used only for scripting, but in theory, commands should never be used for playing. If it makes sense. Receive minigame board information. Receive minigame board information. Because we have a receive MG initial board setup, but receive minigame board. It's this one, huh? Server has to start mini board. I need the client. It's not there. This MG board message is exactly the same as this one. Which is a bit weird. Hmm. 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 Okay, but I think I understand it anyway. Okay, I think is yeah, the new message. So this one, I think is an old message. Receive mini game initial board setup. Yes, you can put it on fly spray. I will check it. I mean, we can do a pass on more commands. We can do a pass on more commands in the future. I think someone was asking about a keep, probably. Don't remember if a keep was another one. Yeah, exactly. Slash a keep. Someone was asking about slash a keep. To me, it's not very important. But anyway, if you want to, you know, like remove all the items, remove your wall setup and load in another setup. So like you have two set of armors and you want to unload one and load another. I think it may be nice, right? And at the moment it's not there. MG board message. MG board message. Slash target. I don't know, slash target is a bit weird to me. I don't understand. Slash target seems seems pretty useless. Apart from botting, you know, if you want to really bot, maybe you need target. Yeah, so I would avoid target. A keep, a keep I think is fine. I don't see any misuse, you know, of. I don't see any misuse of a keep. Doesn't look like. Okay, now the major problem is how do I, because we need to pick up an item which glitched into the wall. Yeah, the problem is that we need to. I think we need to probably change the movement of items so that they always collide with walls. At the moment, the transform tool is not doing that, but I think it should in the future. It should really collide so that it is impossible to push an item through a wall. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. So this is a PSMG board message, right? And this PMG board message is the one that is received client side. Exactly. Is the one that is received client side, because this is the client side code that is handling the mini game. Do we have this counter thingy? I hope we do. Do we have this counter? Yeah, we have the counter. It's current counter. So the first thing that this thing should do is to verify. I think that this part is client side only. Yep, this is client side. It is client side, so in theory I should This thing is not super easy, boys. It will take a bit because there are many. There are many sub. There are many sub thingies here. But anyway, we will do it. We will do it. We identified items for people. Things like this: a busy location, target anvil use, target riveter use, also target like anvil NPC. Yeah, I see. When identifying items for people, use things like target next, target. Is that right to right click pick up? Yeah, but you cannot. You should just press E. You don't have to right click pick up anymore. So you just press E and you pick up. So in that case, no, but I see the other case, the riveter, the target anvil, target riveter. Yeah, I see that. I see that, yeah. I mean, all of that in theory we should make it simpler from the UI perspective. So that I think is the problem. Now the problem here is that this will be I think this will be completely dynamically created. I think so. I think it is completely dynamically created. Do we have a maximum board size? Probably we do, huh? I think our board definition can be maximum like 8 by 8 or 10 by 10 or something like this. I think there is a maximum. I don't think we can have infinite rows, but or infinite columns. That I don't know exactly, but I think we can see it with... Okay, but anyway, let's go step by step. Let's go step by step. So we have our win game mini board, right? And by the way, this one I think will become a new window. Or not. I don't know if I want to completely replace it all the time or not. Hello, Fergus. Hi. So we anyway need an initial board setup, right? Okay, so for sure we will have this. Let me see if I can set the because these are one second, I want to see if I can set the music. It's not working. It's not working because they are WAV files, and on WAV files I cannot. Nah. Even if he's reading this stuff. Maybe I have to put it under artist. Why is not updating it? Ah, that's very strange. Edit metadata. I'm trying to change the Why? Did I read only or why? No. Cannot change it. I don't know why. Cannot change this music tags so that it shows up as a proper ID. Sorry, let me do one thing. 1 second. Audacity. Because he actually has the information, but Audacity 322 is available. Okay. I would say yes. Absolutely English, thank you. Hearing you sniffle is making me just so hot in New Zealand. I can also convert all to... I can also convert all to MP3, but the idea... But I would like to have the... Holy volume. Holy volume. Holy shit, the volume. Okay, apart from the volume, can I change the metadata? Metadata, track title, demon stilt, music from. Hey, you see, in reality, he has the tag, but in Winamp, he's not reading it. It's not reading it. Demon stilt. If I put it here, you think that he saved it, or I have to re-export? Huh? I think I have to re-export 100%. Because I want, I mean, it's a very, very minor thing, I know, but but it annoys me that it doesn't have the... It doesn't have the tag. It really annoys me that it doesn't have the tag. Okay, so now if I open it again, and now we see the title. Okay, so if I resave them all, well, actually, because the title is shown as the author, but as the or I just convert, because if I export this to MP3, what happens? If I export this to MP3, artist, I don't know. Artist, I don't know. But if I open this now, nah, it's launching another Winamp. Wait. Yeah, if I do it in MP3, it works. I see it. He's saying music from the game. So maybe I can just convert everything to MP3. Can convert everything to MP3. The problem is that I will have to change... This music from the game is a bit annoying, huh? I think it should be Demon Stilt official OST. Right? But then what do we do? We have to do it for all of them. Oh my god. Yeah, but I think that is the best way. That is the best way. Because it annoys me all the time that when artist name, is this really the name of the artist? EC2151. Maybe it's really the name of the artist, by the way. It's a very nice flipper. I love it. Composer Charlie Henrik, EC2151. Ah, yes, it's actually the name of the guy. Well, it's a kind of his handle or something. I think it's like his handle. Okay. I decided I'm gonna fix it once and for all. It's a very nice game and it's a super good music. I really, really like it. Okay, so we will go like this, okay? Ah, this one, by the way, we can change also in Winamp. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. It's much easier. I can change it. The MP3 are easy to edit in Winamp, so I think it's much simpler if I just do it in Winamp. Because if I do view file info, I see this, and I can change the artist. And now I have it right. So I can do it for one, and then I can do it for all. So basically the idea, I can just export again as MP3, all of them. Without caring too much. Well, in reality, when I do export MP3, it's presenting me this screen, so I could, in theory, I could do it here. So it's done and forever. So it's done forever. Uh, 04. Yeah, it's not all the songs, because some songs were too fast, and so I didn't put it in the playlist that we used during the I didn't put it in this playlist because it's too annoying. So I selected only the ones that are actually playable on stream. It's a very nice game. MP3 is really old. MP3 is... it will never get old. MP3 is the best format ever. What do you use? You use AAC or what? MP3 is the best format ever. It's not losing much quality, and is really compressing things fantastically. So you save space. And Charlie Heinrich. Hello, Charlie. If you are watching this video, we are playing your music. Very good music. Fantastic music. Yeah, it's been a standard for a long time, yes. And yeah. The Rise of the Trash Lord. What is the Rise of the Trash Lord? We're nearly done, eh? We are nearly done. Don't worry. We are nearly done. There's only one left. There's only one left. And then this job is done. Because I was annoyed that he was never showing the name of the game when he was playing on stream. And now it will. Let me see, eh? So I think I just need to have the same amount of it is double. Okay, I did it right. So I just need to remove all the WAV file now. By the way, this game was free, but I bought the extended edition. Even if it was free, and the extended edition was giving you, I don't know, was giving you, I think, this soundtrack, and it was giving you a poster or something. But I did it just because the game was so good that I wanted to, you know, give some money to the guy. Okay, so now everything should be as expected. So now if we play again, now it'd be a bit hard to find it, but if I play, yeah, if we play this, now at the bottom of the stream should say, yes, should say the name of the author, the name of the song, and the fact that it's Demon Tilt, right? Nice. Nice, we fixed it. We fixed it for all the songs. Og and Flak. Yes, Flak is very big though, but I mean, usually is a bigger size, but Og is okay. Okay, so we can go back to what we were doing. We can go back. So basically here in the mini game initial board setup, right? We need to have the same we need to have pretty much the same logic that we had here, right, in the old game. So this counter, this current counter, right, is the one that is actually checking if the messages are coming in the right sequence, right? It is to avoid that you get a message that is old after one that is new, and so you see a wrong board setup. So the first thing that this is doing is checking if the current counter is checking if the counter is set first of all. Because the counter set is because it could be multi, yeah, but because yes, our old game was multi-thread. The new game is not multi-thread, so I don't think that setting the counter has any value at the moment. Setting the, I mean the counter set. Okay, the counter set. But this message count. So the first thing we need to check if the message counter is greater than the current counter, right? And if it's not greater, we just discard the message, I guess, right? So if it's not greater, yes, we ignore the message. So we can just say ignoring older message, right? In theory, it should never happen, but actually, if you lag a lot, if there is a lot of lag, and the server is very busy, it may happen. If it goes well, then the first thing that we do, we set this counter equal to this counter, right? So that we basically update the current counter to be the new one. Okay, and this we are here. Then there is another weird thing here. If this update is resetting a disallowed move, we need to resync with the server and other client. So undo the counter by 1. Holy moly. That is an interesting one. So in my message options, I have a disallowed move, which is actually 64. So I need to say, how do I do it? I do it with a bitwise, or I do it in the same way that I do it here. Wait. I do it. Where is it here? I do bitwise and bitwise and with my thingy. Yes. So I do if message options bitwise and 64, right? And this is what? And this is true. Yeah, we just convert it to yes. Do we do it in both cases, or do we do it only? I think we do it in both cases, huh? No, because here we return, so no. We do it only if the counter is valid, right? So we check if so if is this move, then what he's saying is saying that my counter should be decreased by 1, right? Right? And after decreasing by 1, no, we just decrease by 1 and then we update the board. Okay. So the update board. to update the board. Okay, let me see what the old code was doing, because this is exactly what we need to understand. Because all this code is not ported yet, right? Client side is not ported. So the number of columns and rows shouldn't change, but if it did, set up a new board. Oh, wow. Ah, okay, so it's calling the same function and... Okay, fine. Makes sense. I like it. I like it. So I think we will create a new event. Why not? And we will call it exactly like it was called in the old game, so that if I have dubs, you know, I can always go back and... So in all cases, anyway, we update our board, right? And the first thing that it does... Yeah, I need to create all this mess. I mean, all these variables, columns, rows, state, old state, image. The game piece image. Wait a second. It is inside the game tile. Should we create structures? Yes, I think we should. I think it's a bit easier if we create structures for this, because I will use game tile a million times. And now game board, we can avoid creating a struct because I can list of available white pieces. List of available black pieces. Number of available white pieces. Number of available black pieces. Next available game piece. I mean, I can also copy this if I want, but... Array of game tiles. I'm thinking maybe we could... It's probably easier, It's probably easier. It's probably easier if I do this. I could migrate this file. I could migrate this file in C++ and keep it in C++ and... Because I'm pretty sure that now when it does update board, setup board, right? I'm pretty sure that it's using, yes, exactly. It's using game tiles. Even if a game tile in theory is a visual object, so for us will be a new widget that is a child of image, probably, right? I'm thinking what is the easiest way. Should it not check for a valid move before updating the board? This is the initial setup, so is the creation of the board, pretty much. So it's before any move gets done. I'm thinking if I prefer to port this C++, the big difference is that even if I port it, all of this will have to be changed. All of this will have to be changed significantly. The difference will be this add child, right? This add child is the one that in Unreal will be, yes, add child as well, but is a graphical function. Everything else because there is quite some code, There is quite some code. There is quite some code, for sure. There is the drag and drop. There is the on mouse down. I mean, it's not huge, but there is definitely quite a bit of code, There is definitely quite a bit of code. So we have two options. The first option, yeah, because we can also do a bit of a trick. But I don't know if it's a good idea because we have a WD slot, right? We have a WD slot, which is already a draggable object, right? We have this one. The problem of this one is that it's fairly complex and it's kind of rigged on. No, I don't think it's a good idea to reuse this one. I think reusing this one is too risky. Yeah. There is too much stuff into this one to... I think there is too much. I mean, I can also do it blueprints, huh? I can also do it blueprints, but it's a bit... I mean, I will really have to convert all this to blueprints. I think it's not easy to decide. It's not easy to decide. Also because I never did it. I think I never had a C++ widget, right? I don't think we have. I don't think we have a C++ widget. I think all our widgets are created from the editor. I mean, in theory, it should be no difference, but I never did it. Let me check under client. Well, I created. This one is the translation library that we got. And but this was an actor, so this is a 3D actor, it's not a 2D element, so it's a bit different. It's kind of different. I don't think I have ever created a 2D widget. Character select user widget. This one. So we have one, for example. It's completely empty though. So, but the idea is to so if I go under client, right? If I go under client and I say new C++ class and I select Slate widget, a real interface. Why is only Slate widget? No, but this is not. In theory, is user widget. Server list user widget. Server list user widget. Server list user widget. Server list user widget then is what? Server list user widget. WD server list item. Server list it's not the same though. Server list user widget. How do we use it? I don't even know if we use it. Server list user widget. Oh, really? Nah. Nah, that is a wrong reference viewer. Nah. Chart select user widget. Because server list user widget in theory, it may be used in the main window. Scrolling servers. I'm trying to remember what did I do? Server list item widget. But server list item widget, it seems to be different though. Server list item widget. Server list item widget. I mean, it seems it's not using this class. Is it? I mean, is it using that? I don't know, maybe this is father class or something? No, parent class is user widget, you see? So it's not using... I think it was an old, probably was an old implementation. And then we never did it. Server list entry. We have a server list struct. Here we have a server list entry, which is actually a server list struct. Okay, so this one seems to be used, seems to use this definition. So this definition is actually used. But what I wanted to understand is if this widget is used. And I don't... Maybe we do, huh? Server list add. Server list. Server list entry. I don't know, I'm so confused if this class is actually used or not. Server name, description, IP, port, and status page. I don't understand if this class is somehow using this class. Probably it is. But I don't understand the link between this server list user widget and my server list item, right? That I don't understand. I would expect that my add server list item. Add server list item. Load PS. You see that it's calling load PS config, and this load PS config is this one, for sure. This one is this one, 100%. And he's calling it on login widget. So it seems that my login widget is a child of... Ah, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So my... Yeah. So my login widget, the whole login window is a child of server list window. Okay. I think now is more understand. I think now I understand. So actually this is... This is used as parent class of our login widget. Exactly. Use the parent class of the login widget. Is really the login window. So yes, we declared it as a father of the whole class, of the whole window. So okay. So yes, in this case it works. It's a user widget derived. So I can't now. The only difference that I cannot put that widget into. So I cannot drop it, right? I cannot drop it. Like if I want to drop it here, I will not be able to drop it. I don't have here a server list, but I can have a blueprint defined widget which has the parent as the other one, and so I can have all the function in it, right? And I assume that then I can call all the function if they are blueprint exposed. Okay. So okay. So in that respect, right? In that respect, if we would like to create a tile object in a game board object, in theory we could, right? And then we have those two classes as parents of blueprint widgets. And then we can, yes, and then we can drag in the, yes, exactly. I don't know if it's really the way, but it's a possibility, yeah? It's an interesting possibility. It's an interesting possibility. No, we can try. I'm just you know, a bit scared that I'm doing then a lot of work, and then at the end and then I have to redo it. But and then I have to redo it, but I mean, we could try with tile, maybe. I think anyway it's an interesting thing to do. It's very different. I mean, all the functions like draw, on mouse down, things like that will have anyway to be redone completely. Double click. I'm trying to evaluate, boys, if it's worth it or not. Okay. I would say let's try. I would say let's try. Let's try. So if I want to do it, I need to make okay. Let's try, boys. How do we call it? We call it the same? No, I think we call it... I think I would like to remove the pause thingy. So I think it would be called PS Game Board. PS Game Board. It would be called PS Game Board. Now, util minigame. Util minigame. Yeah, util minigame we have. Which is all the definition. What does it mean? Copyright 2000? We don't know. Fuck. We don't know. Why we don't know? Minigame was not... I mean, it was like this already in the old game. It's saying 2006. It's saying 2006. Let's keep it as 2006. Even if I redid... Ah, but it's the same file. It's a very similar file. So, minigame we have... So this stuff we don't need anymore in theory. Ah, Class game board. Now the problem is that this will have to be derived from user widget. Will have to be declared in the same way as part of PS and Real API. It will have to become a U class, and it will need to have, you know, generated body and everything like a normal Unreal thingy. And I think we need the generated stuff as well, right? We need the generated and we need the user widget include. And we need the user widget include. So this will be PS game board generated H. So PS game tile will become PS game tile, right? And post game board will become PS game board. Now at the moment I think I'm not going to substitute, I'm not going to expose any of this, but we will do it very soon. All these int 8t whatever, they just become int. I don't want to see any weird Now this one will be the same. So this one will also be user widget. Client subscriber, for now we remove it. It will have to be PS and Real API. I mean exactly the same stuff. U class, and we will need our generated body. So all of that will be the same. Now we definitely have a few issues like this one, right? So this one is an image. So image I think is U image probably. I don't know how to see it, but I assume that this is a new image. Cannot think of. Doesn't allow me, huh? Doesn't allow me to. It's not called UImage, huh? It's not called UImage. It will be called Unreal Image Widget C++. No, it seems to be UImage actually. UImage, yeah, a new image. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, this uint 16T. Why? And uint 32T. I don't know, we were doing weird stuff in the old game. We were doing kind of weird stuff in the old game, huh? Didn't I change all this? Didn't, huh? Okay. So I'm just at the moment I'm just trying to port stuff as it is and see what happens, okay? CS Ash becomes a T map, but just don't remember. I just don't remember. I just shot myself in my energy arrow because I have no target. Yeah, I've seen that happening. Was this happening also in the old game or no? But I don't know. I think it's. Yeah, I've seen that happening, and I was reasoning like, does it make sense or? Know the swap between key and value, exactly. Yeah, I was remembering that. Okay, so in theory, just as a first, a very rough pass, these two classes are available. Now, I don't know if I have to call it U game tile. Probably I will have to. Probably I will have to call it UPS game tile. I don't think it will allow me to call it PS game tile. Yeah, I think it will not allow me. But anyway, let's see. Now here in the C++, in terms of include, I think I need PS Unreal. It's probably the only one that I really need. And this other stuff is definitely not used anymore. utlog possible. And this is PS game board.h. Okay. Now the subscription mechanism, we don't use it anymore that way, so I think I will remove it. This message entry will have to be changed 100%. All the debug, unfortunately, have to be changed as well. Log minigames. Do we have a log minigame? I don't think we do, huh? Log minigame. Yeah, we have it. Okay, nice. We already have a log minigame. Fantastic. So this one becomes EU log blah blah blah, right? This one becomes EU log log mini games. Okay, it doesn't want to because at the moment this file is in real trouble at the moment. There will be like 100 errors in this file, so I see. Log minigame log, and then we can say text, and this will be the text. We don't need the /n, and then message to string get data. That I don't know. I don't know if we can do this. Probably not. I think this is not. It's not possible in the new. Because our message entry is no more message entry, by the way. So here we will need to, instead of having this handle message will be pretty much like, let me see, this handle message is a PSMG board message, right? And PSMG board message for us is, in our new world, is an FPS board message, I think. Is an FPS board message. Exactly. So I think we can substitute that thingy. So this will become irrelevant. Ah, wait. There was also a minigame start stop or a minigame board. Hey, this one. No, this one we need to split it then. By the way, this is doing nothing. The only thing that it's doing is hiding the window. So this one I think we can handle differently. There's a stop message we can handle completely differently. So I think I would just remove it. It's not needed. We will just handle it another way. Okay. Now the error 3 or error 2 or error 3, yeah, should become also ulog error text, right? Where here is log minigame. Now I really need to say something like and the problem is that this file is not working at the moment. But anyway, this file is not working. I think it's called counter. think this we will do a bit differently. Okay, before proceeding, let me do this. Let me close and regenerate. I want to regenerate the project file so that we get those two files officially included, right? Okay. I think I should remove Visual Studio 17 from this list. Okay, so what we are doing, we are, converting those old classes into, in theory, Unreal Engine widgets. Now, how that will work, I don't know, but we will see. I think it's a good test. I never did it, and it's interesting to see how it works. So basically, we keep the logic in the C++, and these objects become widgets. These classes become widgets, and then in the editor, we will create a new widget that is a parent, right, as a parent of this one. Okay. Handle message. This way returning. Wait, maybe I need it that way. They were returning a modified board message. No, they were not. They were not returning a modified board message, so I don't understand why we have it this way, but it's fine. Yeah, as you can see, there are millions of errors. It's pretty normal at this point. It's pretty normal. Tmap. I don't know how can we convert this message to string. Actually, we don't have a toString inside this guy. At least I think we don't. Is there a default toString? I don't think so. No, there is not. So the 2 string of this guy. But for now, I don't know. We can print out. Let me think about it. I mean, I can create 2 string of this thing. Maybe we just print the layout. We can create a 2 string of this guy. I think for now let's just return. Let's just return columns and rows and maybe the board layout, right? And maybe the board layout that is, I think this. But these are numbers. Okay. No, the opposite. What? The opposite, yeah. Okay, I think something like that is okay. So we have a way to visualize our we have a way to visualize the message that we get, and what is saying? Yes, it's saying that. Okay, so this is just doing that. This one at the moment we can ignore. It will have to be redone. So at the moment this one we can ignore. There is a hide window and stop game. The start game we need to the start game I don't understand too much, because the start game, how can start game be client side? I don't get it. This one I don't get it, but so for now I will comment it. We should never ask to start the game client side. I think the game should always be started server side after the validation, so I don't understand why we have this piece of code really. Now the tiles are what? The tiles is a T array of game tile. Okay. Can we iterate like normally, or remove the tile from the board? So here we do two things, right? So here we remove, which is actually clear or whatever. No? It's not clear. Empty? Empty. Okay. And here is the visual stuff. So basically we are removing all the game tile from now. Do we really want to keep it that way? I don't think so. I don't think we want to keep the tile as pointers to game tile, but I think it's pretty useless, meaning we have all the child and we can just use all the child, no? I think it's pretty useless, but so the point would be that we iterate. I mean, I can't replicate it, but I think it's useless. I can iterate on my tiles num, right? And I can and I can remove the by the way, yeah, it's not even the way to do it. It's not even the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. The way to do it is to just do clear all children or something like that, or clear children, or remove all children. Fuck. Wait a second. If I am in this widget, right? I need to get all children. I cannot just clear. Probably because the widget by default doesn't contain. I need to get at least a grid panel. Yeah, exactly. I need to get at least a grid panel. So I need to have. I need my board to be initialized at least with a grid panel at the beginning, I think. I'm undecided if the grid will be a vertical box of horizontal boxes, but probably yes. Probably will be a vertical box of horizontal boxes. And I will have empty tiles. They will draw anyway with invisible flag. And I will have white and black tiles. And yeah. But I need a vertical box. I need a vertical. So the minimum I need get vertical box and remove all children. This one we need to do. I'm not gonna do it now, but you fix me. So we need to do that. Not now, because now we are too far from cleaning the board. We didn't even initialize it. Hello, Devro. Hi. It's going good. I decided to port the mini game to port our old mini game code, and it's not a simple operation. Also because I wanted to test if I can have my custom widgets, right, in C++, and then use them in blueprints. I think it's possible, but I never did it. Well, actually I did it once, but it was a long time ago, and so it's basically like if I don't know how to do it. And so yes, I'm trying to do that. And here is the old code. So all you see here is old code, and I'm transforming into new. You say there is a like CS rectangle. CS rectangle is a name of a previous engine. Or you have these debug classes, right? That are from the old engine. So I'm basically converting stuff. And so basically the logic will stay in the C++ for some of the problem is that this is a widget that needs to have other custom widgets as children, right? Because the end result is like a chessboard. But I think it should be perfectly fine. I think it should be. I think it will work. I mean, I hope. No, but I think it will. This will basically allow us to have mini games again in the game, similar to what we had in the previous game. I think most of this setup will be different because, you know, here is calculating the width and the height of one game tile. Get screen frame, get actual width, get actual height. So he's trying to do the scaling of the picture himself manually, right? He's trying to scale, but I think that scaling we will do it. How we will do it? We will do it. Nah, I think we will not scale anything. I think we will not scale anything. I think we will not scale anything. Old game was scaling the board based on the number of tiles present, but I don't think we're gonna do it. You maybe. You maybe. Instead of you fix me. UE. EU. I always said EU instead of UE. Yeah, probably. Start from the bottom right corner if we play with black pieces. Oh my god. Start from the bottom right corner. The bottom right corner if we play with black pieces. Holy shit. So here is determining the first. Here is determining the first. Get actual width. No, but in our case we will do it differently. So we will just add the tiles as child of the vertical box or the horizontal box, and that's it. I don't think we're going to do any calculation of real pixels or space like we were doing in the old game. At least we're making progress. Yeah, we're doing good progress. Doing good progress. I mean, the game is out, can be played. That's good. Check the layout. This is what I don't understand too much. Oh my god, this thing has no comments. If index I multiplied by columns plus j v message layout index divided by 2. Oh my god. I don't know what is it. Let's just leave it as it is. I think it's just trying to understand if that tile is exactly, if it's a disabled tile, if it's a plain square tile or whatever, right? So it's just trying to understand which kind of tile is it based on the layout that we are getting in. And then here is doing the real job. So it's creating a new tile and is adding it as a child, right? So now how do I new object? I use new object also for if I want to new object image, can I do it? Or should I do it differently? New object, add component. What do you mean Unity? No, come on. What do you mean? What do you mean Unity? No, Unity. No, sorry. I typed Unity. Add child widget. Add child widget C++. I do it with just new object or what? Because I need to initialize a new one, eh? Construct widget. Ay. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what we need to do. That is exactly what we need to do because we need, in the initialize of our guy, okay, so the first thing we need in the initial, like this guy is saying, obviously in our initialize that at the moment is not here, unfortunately. But we need So I hope that there is an initialize, right? There is an initialize, right? There is a virtual thingy. I always forget if I need to have virtual or not when I initialize. Initialize is a virtual bool user widget initialize. Exactly. So I just want to override this one. I think I need to say override, or I may say override just to remember that we override. Yeah. And then we super initialize. No. We don't super initialize. Why? Why we cannot super initialize? It doesn't let me. We cannot super initialize anything. Why? What is this? Super. Yeah, exactly. Similar to this. Why I cannot super my thingy? Why? Why I cannot super like I super here? I don't understand. What is why I cannot super initialize? I want to super initialize. U widget is no member initialize. What do you mean U widget is no member initialize? If I override it here in the thingy, I override it here. You are okay for me to override it? Why initialize doesn't have anything? GG. Should I do it this way? I remember that the override at the end, there was like a suggestion, you know, to be sure that it doesn't want to do initialize of his father. I don't know why. But anyway, inside initialize, the point is that inside initialize, you know, we need to add, right, our widget, which is our in this case will not be a wrap box. I think will be a vertical box. And root widget I think will be a U widget that is defined by default here, so it will be right. Root widget inside a window. So this will be, I think we can declare it as a U widget, no? I think we can. I don't understand what is this widget tree. What is widget tree? Widget tree, construct widget. Widget tree. I think this post was kind of okay, but not really what I needed. Widget tree. What is this widget tree? My user widget tree. Yeah, exactly. Construct widget uimage. By the way, it seems to be simpler than that. But anyway, this I think is okay. It's just this widget 3 that we cannot resolve. Probably because we didn't include something. My new inventory item widget. Inventory vertical box, add child to vertical box. Add child to vertical box. Yeah, exactly. We need add child to vertical box then, that place. What the hell is this widget 3? Can we have an example that is more than one line? Blueprint widget 3. Blueprint widget 3, eh? That seems to be required. And so we also need to include vertical box and everything. So every single thing we need to include, I guess, huh? So we include vertical box. Okay. Sorry, I lost where I was. Where was I? Ah, yeah. Ah, now he likes it. Okay, now he likes it. So we are setting the widget 3 root. I don't understand this line. What does this mean? Widget 3 root widget equal to root widget. I mean, why? Is needed, huh? Yeah, it seems to be needed. Multiple people are doing the same, so... Okay. I want to see when he's adding the child, hopefully. No, it's not, huh? But anyway, we can... I don't know why I cannot super initialize. Why I cannot do this? I don't understand. Probably because widget is empty initialize. I don't know. But it's impossible. We can override it. I don't know. Anyway, no default constructor exists for user widget. This probably should go inside initialize then, huh? It's very possible. Fine, we put it in initialize. So what I'm saying is that here, you know, when we want to create a new game tile, then we need to do again something like this, right? So we need to do again something like that, where in this case is not that, but is game tile. And we will have our game tile. name game tile. And this will be our tile, right? And then add child doesn't work anymore for us because add child now is root widget, right? Is root widget add I think the problem is that root widget is not seen as I think I can initialize it as a vertical box as a default. The only problem will be if I need other stuff in that window. But okay, let's go step by step. I think this window we will have to change anyway because this is not. This is probably not exactly the way we want it, right? I'm starting with a vertical box, but potentially we want to have more controls into the window, so I mean it may be different. But let's go step by step because I think is. So you see now if I do add child, I don't know what is the difference between add child and add child to vertical box, but because in theory it's the same. Right, and let me just change all these errors, otherwise we are going back and forth. Let me just change all these errors. Let me just search for error, error, current document. Okay, things like that. Let's change them all so at least those errors we remove. Could not create the image. That probably will not be what it is, but fine. Okay, we removed all the error. Let's see if we have some debug. Yeah, we have debugs as well. GG debugs. So this is log. This is why I said I don't know if I really want to do it because I think I will have to work a lot and at the end I don't know if it's really going to work, but I mean for the sake of learning something new I think is interesting. So let's do it. And in fact I'm doing it, but I'm definitely doing it. Get number of pieces we don't have. Uh-oh, we're missing we have a message pieces, but we don't have a message number of pieces. If I remember right, I removed it. I removed this message number of pieces. I think in the old code it was there. Now, if you ask me why I removed it, I think because it was not useful to me at that point, and probably I was not thinking that I would, redo all of this. Yeah, all this functionality like dragging and dropping pieces, I think we have to do differently, right? So I think all this code is really to be redone. It's very similar to what we do with the WD slot, right? It's very, very similar. Or what we do with the WD slot, but it's not exactly that. But in the WD slot, when you click on it, so we have a mouse down, I think, right? We have a mouse down, and on the mouse down, the first thing that we do, we here we handle only the right mouse button and not the left mouse button on this function. Okay. On release from outside. On release the button icon. Yeah, I think we use this on release actually. And it is where we copy the slot item to the mouse. This one. Spawn a new widget, attach it to the mouse, right? And this one is keeping track of yeah, this will be a bit of a mess. I have to say this will be a bit of a mess, but this is basically what it's doing here, right? So it's creating a new game tile. And that game tile, I think, is attaching it. Exactly. Is attaching it to the mouse. So it's exactly, I mean, for now we can remove it, but I will have to do it. I will have to do something like this. So basically creates a new widget and attach it to the mouse. Okay, so this is what it's doing. I think we have the same problem with with this mouse down and this double click. I mean, all this stuff needs to be reviewed and redone. Boys. It is based on art. See you, Devro. I think we can go very light at the moment with the code, meaning that I can pretty much comment out everything and then we can start to uncomment, you know, as we go. Because if I start to convert this now, I may be doing, I may do it in a very different way. For example, draw, you know, the draw function is definitely not needed. And I think we may have the same draw here. No, we don't. I think the initialize, we will have it on both, and I think our game tile will only be, I think our game tile will only be an image, no? Well, actually it needs to be two images because it needs to, I need a base game tile, and then I need the and then I need the token, right? So I need the image from the background and then the token on top. So I think that the tile is made of two things, no? The tile is made so if I have to create a tile, what do? I just add an image, and I just add an image which is my background. Yeah, for sure. I need a background image and I need a token image, right? So those two I need 100%. And those will be added as child of what? I think as child of a canvas. No. A child of an overlay, yeah? A child of an overlay. A child of an overlay. And so if I have two images, they are basically one on top of each other, you see? So I will have my two images. One will be the background image and one will be the, okay. So with my game tile, I need to do the same that I did here, that I did with the game board. So I still need my initialize to be overridden. And I still need my... Now in this case will not be a vertical box, but will be an overlay. So the root widget will be... I hope it's called U overlay. I have no idea, but I assume it's called U overlay. Or overlay canvas. Or U overlay something. Yeah, it's called U overlay. So why is accepting vertical box even if it's kind of strange, huh? So the overlay will be my root widget, and then here I will really have only two images, right? I will have the game piece image, yes, which is my U image. GG. And I can put two of them. I will call it token just because it's no, let's keep it image, otherwise I have to change all the code and GG. But at least the back seems I can take the card down. You are ZZ. Bye bye. Have a good night. Good luck with the server-side game board. View it interactive. Really looking forward to spectating some matches in the tavern. Yeah. Yeah, spectating games will be another, you know, piece to really add, but at the moment, yeah. So we do the same for the... So we do the same. So we need a tile initialize. Correct. And by the way, we should return true and not false. But... so the root widget will be a U overlay. And yeah. So in the same way, okay. Should return true, huh? And then I think that the initialization that previously we had here, we're going to put it into initialize. I don't know why he's complaining about this, because they are all available, but anyway. So the number of errors definitely is reduced, but we still have a significant one. We still have a significant number of errors, but they reduced drastically. The errors reduced drastically. I'm recompiling only because I want to have the generated file, and obviously will fail, but now at least he will find this guy. Probably is generating it only after after he has the class in good shape. I think I need to rename everything U anyway. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't like my game tile to be called game tile. It must be called UPS game tile because it's a widget. So I think I will substitute them all and substitute them all. I think I need to do the same also with a game board. That's fine. I knew it already actually. I was just a bit lazy and I didn't do it. Okay, this is gonna help for sure. It is helping the compilation, boys! Boys! It takes time, but it's a good foundation, you know, for our mini games in the future. So I think I'm happy to do it. And also I want to test this widget, this child widget, this parent widget thingy in C++. I want to see how it looks. Oh, I just realized my phone was not having the Wi-Fi. Enabled. Pity. Pity. Boys! Boys! One piece at a time, you're gonna do this, okay? So don't worry. One piece at a time, we're gonna do this thing. Okay, so yes, here basically we have this problem that I didn't declare because here is trying to calculate how many columns, how many things, and where it should start from. Now this X is using this X here because it's setting relative frame. He's doing some weird stuff, really. He's basically setting the position of the piece on the board, right? So this is what it's doing. And we need to think how we will do it, because in our case it's not a matter of positioning, it's a matter of getting the right child. So, or we have every child with an ID and then we scan all the child and things like that. But Yeah, it is the core. It is the core of the problem. Eh? The setup board is the core of the problem. So I think we should just go through. So I think the point, you know, is the point is or we just go line by line, because our code was a bit smarter than that, because he is able to place objects in any position at any time, right? While actually in our case we are a bit more stupid than that, and we don't have that. Well, in theory we can, because we know the child. Can I get the child index? If I can get the child index, I think we are good. Oh my god, my phone, I moved it close to the thingy, and now it's speaking all the time. Let me think about it 1 second. Because I think this setup board is used in both cases. I mean, it's used when you are setting up the first time, because there is setup board and update board. Now, setup board, clean the previous board. Start with white or black tiles. Start with white or black tiles. Because if you are on one side, you have the black. Oh my god. No, but it's actually the same. I mean, if I am here, if I am on the other side of the table, I will see the black on the left, and here I see the black on the left. So, what do you mean? It's the same. It's exactly the same. So why we are doing this? Start with a white or black tile. Start with a white or black tile. I don't understand this too much. I don't understand this too much. I mean, we just go in sequence. What does he... I mean, if I take this table and I rotate it, it will look the same, no? If I take this table and I rotate it 180 degrees, the black will still be on the bottom left and the white will be on the bottom right. So what's the point? He's basically saying that if we are black, X, instead of being 0, right, X is the maximum, so it's the bottom right, right, is the maximum column, maximum rows. But I think I can ignore this part. I think I can ignore this because we do it differently. I think the only thing that I need to know is which type of tile it is. So I need to know if this state is exactly, if it's a disabled tile, white regular game, empty tile. Empty tile is 0 anyway. So these are the 7 symbols that we have. So in reality, In reality, when we say setup board, we are already okay. But then if this is setup board is already putting the pieces, right? Because this is what it's doing. It's already putting the pieces. Then what does update board do? Is setting the state on a specific tile. I don't know. I don't understand the difference between these two, really. Because here it seems that here is just setting the state of one tile. Setting the state of a tile is checking if it's empty or if it's disabled. If it's not, it's putting on top an image, I guess. Yes, it's putting on top an image. And right? So setting the state is really adding the piece to the specific tile or keeping it empty, right? And that's fine. And that's fine. But my question is why we have update board and we have setup board as two different functions? Because I think that probably the reason is that setup board is also doing this weird calculation on the sides of the pieces. Yes, probably. Update should show the board and pieces after remove. Hey, but they pretty much do the same. I think probably this one has, in addition, has all this code that I actually removed, which is trying to resize the board based on the number of pieces, right? On the number of lines and rows. But do I really need this? I don't think so. Also, I don't understand too much this game options black square. Like you may decide to start with a black or with a white. Top left, all square black, else white. Black square. Top left. Why top left all? Because you can have plain or you can have checked. Okay. Because you can have plain or you can have checked. Yes, when is designing this? I mean, if plain square is on, if plain square, you're flipping the colors here. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's a bit of a convoluted way, but I think we can simplify it. The tab board should show the starting position of the pieces depending on the game. I'm trying to understand how it works now. But I think that pretty much we need two functions, because we will do it in two layers, right? So we do the setup of the board that is actually setting up, you know, this without pieces. And then we have the other layers, the other layer on top, which are the pieces, right? So we will really split it in two. While now is a bit of a mix, because setup board is getting also the pieces. And so he's trying to do both at the same time, which seems to be a bit useless to me, but maybe I'm missing something. But I would like to do it in 2 passes. So I would like to do setup board and update. But now it's true that in our message here, we actually have both information. We have the information of the pieces and we have the information of the board. Actually. Array with a game board layout. Exactly. Empty game piece. You see, it's a mix. So basically with one message we have both set of information, and we did it because so we could send less data. It was still the time where sending data was a problem. So we basically compressed into one message the board layout and the piece position. The board layout and the piece position. The board layout and the piece position. The only problem is that I don't know if the board changed. No, but I think I need to use 2 separate messages. Otherwise it's a mess. I need to use 2 separate messages. Otherwise it's just confusing. It's just confusing. I think setup board can call update board. So setup board will only set up the foundation. Yeah, but then I need to change it significantly. I need to change it significantly. Because I need to do, for example, here that I have my root. Okay, now I can do this, by the way. I have my root widget, which is and I can clear all children, delete all children, whatever. Clear children. Kill children, I think, is deleting every child, right? Okay, so this clean board is exactly so clean board yeah, I think that the question is, do we want to do it in 1 pass or do we want to do it in 2 passes? Here the code was doing it in 1 pass. Reposition the game tile. Okay, this one, let me do one thing. So I think if we are reading, are we reading rows and columns? I think we are, right? We are reading rows and columns. So if it's a disabled tile, right? If it's a disabled tile, I still want to add the tile, but I want it to be transparent. Basically, that's the difference compared to what it's doing. So yeah, so I want this code to be outside, right? So here it just creates an empty tile. Then if the tile is disabled, we just add a transparent tile, right? If it's not disabled, but wait, there is a difference between disabled, empty, and full, eh? Because this can be an empty tile, and this can be a disabled. No, yeah, but disabled. Empty means that it just doesn't have a piece on top. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So if he's disabled, we just want our tile, this one. You know what? I think it's probably even easier if we do, instead of doing this mess, we do I mean, tile set state, set column, set row. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. But basically, I would like then to do it. Hello. Who joined? Hello, Yanu Game Dev. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. We are working on a kind of a mini game that we want to bring back to life from the old game in Unreal. And I'm just reasoning on how I want to have these tiles to be set, right? I mean, for sure we don't need this. I think that this calculation is completely irrelevant now. But because we are adding the pieces one by one, right? So we are going rows and columns. So we are going left to right, top to bottom. No, we are going. No, actually, we are not. We are going vertically. Oh my God, we're going vertically. Okay, we're going vertically because we do a full column, right? No, we're going horizontally. Okay. Yeah, we go horizontally. So we go horizontally, and the only thing I want to say is that if this guy, so I need to be able to set. I need a set something like tile. And I need something like set disabled or whatever, set disabled tile, right? Set disabled tile. The set disabled tile will basically make the tile completely transparent and will collapse the... Exactly. Let's do this. So my tile will be... So I'm adding a new method. I don't know why he's complaining about this, considering that all of that... because this was part of the old... No, nothing. Yeah. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in Unreal, so... But... So here we will have a set disabled tile, right? And... Or... Even better, we can have a set tile content. Should we just have a set tile content? Set tile content, and we can say... We can have the piece, and we can have if it's enabled or disabled. I think it's probably easier. So we just go state and GG. Yeah, we just go state. I think we just go state. So I'm just passing in the state, and then I allow the tile to update himself, because I think it's not very reasonable that the tile... so this one is basically set the tile background and piece. Set the tile background piece. So it will set both layers, right? I think it's the better. So here we can say, yeah, we can say something like this, right? If my state is an empty tile. So if it's an empty tile, the first thing we should do, we should take the second image, which we called, I think, image background or something. Which we call the image BG, right? So we'll take this image BG and we will set visibility, and we will set visibility to isLate visibility, whatever, collapse, right? So the background, no, wait. Not the background image, the image, okay? So we just hide the piece completely. I think it's better, no? Because we can also set it to an empty image, but I don't think that's the greatest idea. I think I just collapse it, so I just remove the piece. Yeah, we just hide the piece. I think we just hide the piece. If is disabled, then even more. Maybe we should start with disable then. Let's start with disable. If the state is equal to, can we transform this thing into a class? I really hate enumerations that are not class enumerations. So annoying. So freaking annoying. Because then you cannot, you know. Yeah, now we will complain everywhere, but I prefer this way. I prefer that he complains everywhere than not. So if it's disabled tile, then what do we do? Why you cannot compare it? Because you cannot match. No. Okay. If it's empty, so if it's disabled, I think we just hide everything. So we hide the piece and we hide the tile. Now we will not have a background per se, but I think it's okay. We will have the background. We will have the background of the board. So I think it's okay. So we will do both collapsed. If it's empty, we'll just collapse that one. Now the problem here is if this one is a white piece or if it's a black piece. But I think that this one, yes. This initialization I think needs to be done up front. I think that initialization will have to be done up front. Because basically now what I'm saying is that if yeah, so all of this will be one thing now. But I think we need to do two things actually. We need to set up the, because how does he know this, right? How does he know this? How does he know if it's a white piece or if it's a black piece? I think we need two. We need set tile content, and also we need define basic tile color. And I think this one should be a separate function, because I think it should be a set tile color, and here we pass just black or white, right? And this black or white, exactly, this should happen before, eh? This should happen before. So if we have a plain square, is going to, right? I think we should call it probably minigame options, because game option is a bit too generic. So we do this. What do you mean? You want me to... Okay. Yeah, so we need a set tile. We need a set tile color. The set tile color will set the basic tile. Right? And this one will this one yeah, this one I need so, or we use just a background color, eh? I think we can use just the background color for now. Do we want to have an image for the background, or do we want to have I don't know if I want to have an image for the background, or I want to just use the pure color. But using the pure color, I think, is a bit easier now. We need to get the... we can set the color and opacity of the image, which, by the way, will, I mean, by default will be empty and will be white. And we can set it to a new F linear color, which is RGB, which is RGB. So if he's white, we will just go 111, 111, and default alpha 1. So we just say if he's white, otherwise we set it to black, right? So this will just set up the fundamental color of the tile. Maybe in the future we will add some picture, okay? But for now we just set it as black or white. And okay, so this is going to do that. And then is going to set the tile content, and the tile content will be the state, no? The state. Yeah, which, by the way, was inside set state, huh? If state is different than this state, state is empty title, na. Yeah, it was basically this one, actually. This one is doing the same as my state, with the difference that it does it in a way that I don't like, so it's not... It's not doing the two passes, it's doing only one pass, right? It's not doing the set tile content and set tile color, which I really like to have separate. Piece art name. So this one is basically getting yeah, getting the name of the. Now I don't know if I want to do it like this though. I don't know if I want to do it like this. I think we can point. I mean, we need to point to what? We need to point to. We need to point to images, right? And this will be an atlas. So we need to create dynamic material like we do for the icons, no? I think we will have. I think it's easier. We do so it becomes like a bunch of yeah. It becomes an atlas with icons and every. It needs to become like an atlas. And I set up the icon the same way that I set it up for the inventory system, for example. So I don't even know if at the moment we have that atlas in. I don't know if we have that atlas, but probably not. I don't see it. I think we don't have it. I think we don't have it. Okay, so maybe we should create it. How was this? Wait, so this is under UART icons. UART. Wait. UART icons. UART icons. So we have this, but we don't have. No. No, I think we don't have it, so I need to rebuild it. Okay. Where are those pieces in the old game? Good question. Where are those pieces in the old game? I mean, it's better if I search it there, or should I search it maybe here? Let me see if there is a mini game or. But probably not. Mini game set. Nice. Mini game set. Mini games. Mini games. Minigame set. Adventurer. Black Adventurer. Bright Adventurer. What? But anyway, they should be, you know, the same set. They should be the same set in both colors, basically, right? Hopefully. Bah, in theory, yes. Okay, we need to bring it into GIMP. Do we have GIMP somewhere? GIMP, I don't see it. I think it would be very nice to have a tooltip on top of the tile that tells you what it is, but I think we didn't have in the past. But I think we can associate a name to each tile. I just don't understand the difference between, like here there is Adventurer, which is like this shield, and then there is Adventurer, which is this one, right? And I don't get why. Probably this one were substituted to those ones because they were nicer icons. Yeah, this could be. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So some of those were substituted. Yes, possible. Also, we have only 7, eh? We have only 7. I see 8. I see 8 here, not 7. So it means that in the old game... Okay, but this is the right source. This is the right source. The problem is that probably at the end in the old game we reduce the number. Eh? Let me see. Hey, I don't know where the hell is that, but let's search for hero and maybe we are lucky. Yes, we are. So it's under art skin base. Art skin base. Art skin base, client base, zip, GUI minigame. GUI minigame. Ah, so these ones are the ones. So at the end we reduced it to this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we reduced it to 7. We reduced it to 7. So we are missing all these other symbols. Okay. I mean, fine. So basically we say this, 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 and this, right? And the same white. All the others, no. Okay, I understand. I understand. Fine. So I think we can. We need to make them into an atlas. So this thing is as big as what? Is 128 by 128. Okay, I think we will leave it as this sides. So we go like 10 by 10. We don't need 10 by 10. We need this much smaller. We go. We only have 14. So we do 4 by 4. Maybe we can allow for expansion in the future. 4 by 4. Let's do 6 by 6. So 128. So we do what? 128 by 6. 768. 768 is kind of a weird number, though. Anyway, I think it doesn't make any difference. Well, if it's a power of 2, is always better. But if you go 512, it's too little. If you go but I can go different sizes though. I can go. No, I can. I cannot. I don't remember if our atlases needs to be the same rows and yeah, I think they have to. They have to. But they can be any. They can be any size. Okay. Fine. So. I don't know exactly why. Okay. Better. No, but I don't have to wait a second. Wait a second. I should really not have a white, because if I have a white, then GG. It's complete GG. Okay. And so on. And so on forever. Pretty happy to add the mini games anyway. I mean, these mini games can expand it in the future. You know, I can do more stuff, so it's always cool. Yeah. Okay, so these are the black ones, and we can have the white. I think we can just go in sequence. It doesn't make any difference actually. We will have to reference them by X and Y, which is a bit annoying, but so it's not really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But or I can just go here and I start from a new column, but I think it's this. Well, maybe. So if we expanded the thingies, we can. Yeah. Probably is better. Probably is better. Who did this set? I don't remember who did this set, but I think the name of the guy is here. Is Gag. Gag. That was his name. And his art still lives today. That is the beauty of this game. That whatever you make for this game is lasting forever. Forever. Now you may say, why you started mini games and not music? Yeah, that's a good point. I think because mini game is a bit easier. But we will have to music as well one day. Can I merge? No! Very bad idea. Can I merge all without? Okay, we just click, I guess. Okay, this one becomes our new thingy. So we export as PNG and we will call it all minigame tiles. But I would like to export it directly in PS Unreal. I mean in the or under minigames or under icons. I think I had wait, what was that? UArt icons. There is directly a UArt icons. Yeah, maybe let's put it here. Let's put it here and we can call it T icons minigame. Actually, it's minigame board, but fine. Minigame T icons minigame board. It's a bit long, but fine. T icons minigame board. So now we just imported here. T icons minigame board. Okay. And we will have to create a material that is in Atlas, pretty much like exactly. So can I just duplicate this? Yes, because I can say row and I can say I don't remember if this Atlas can specify the number of icons. Yes, rows and column 5. Yeah, you can specify. So I can duplicate this. And I can call it MI Atlas icons minigame. Right? And here we go with minigame board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case is 6. Perfect. See, everything works fantastically. Okay, so now we have our material, right? We have our material, which is this one. Now, this material, so when we create the tile, so now when we create the tile, we will basically have to initialize, right? To initialize the tile that way. So I have to go in the, now we need to decide where to do it, but basically I think it's inside my game board. whenever I'm creating the new widget and I'm associating the game board, so again in the initialize, I think it's in the initialize, no? Is in the initialize of my game board. Yes, instead of doing this, because you see that this is actually pointing to... I will have to load up this material and keep it associated to my game board. The only issue I have, guys, is now I need to go. It's nearly 8 and I need to go. So I will see you tomorrow evening around 9:30 p.m. European time. And we can continue with this. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, it's very nice. Also here, you find all our socials. If you go to planeshift.it and you click here, you see all our socials. We are present on Discord, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Facebook. We are not on Instagram, but yeah, you can basically go here everywhere you want. So if you want to follow us on these socials, will be very nice. And clicking follow and subscribing. Also, we have a Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift. And here you can support the game directly. Even if the game is free, you know, to play. Maybe you want us to go a bit faster. And so you want to support us and you want to also see some of the videos that I'm posting, you can become a Patreon. That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. So see you tomorrow evening. Bye. See you, boys. See you. Let me change the music. This is our music. Fantastic. Do we want to do a raid? I don't know. We're only 7 people. Can do a raid maybe. I don't know. Do you want to do a raid? Let's see. Who's online? Team Vash always. 99% of the time. Cypher is playing. Warm Juice Dev. Okay, let's go out Warm Juice Dev. Why not? I assume he's developing. I assume. So let's raid him. Go there, say hello. And yeah. See you soon, boys. See you soon.